Hey guys, so I'm here with my good friend Kevin Kauermann. We're here to review the film Sully, which is a Clint Eastwood film and stars Tom Hanks and Aaron Eckhart. And I've been looking forward to this film for like a year or so now.
As have I.
Yeah, it's ever since I saw American Sniper, I was like, hey, I wonder what Clint Eastwood's next film's going to be. And when I heard it was about the Hudson River, I was like, what's the Hudson River? I honestly had no clue really what it was about. And so I was kind of surprised that this was like a film that was investigating the actual event of the crash. So, yeah, Kevin, what were some of your thoughts on the actual story?
Well, walking in, I really know what to expect. Turns out this was actually a very accurate reenactment of the event. I thought it was spot on. The characters, what they were feeling, what they were going through, their thoughts, the investigation with the Department of Transportation, flight, was all very accurately done. The emotions. It was a very fast-paced event that happened within 23 minutes' time between the actual crash part, which is where the birds flew into the engines, but by the time they were all rescued.
And it oftentimes didn't feel like a cinematic event. Like it felt like you were oftentimes there. And it's like with that happening, with like being there, like sometimes it can feel a little tedious, but like, you know, that's life. It's life isn't always like cinematic and like explosions and whatnot. Like sometimes it is slow, and that's fine. And I was fine with that. Like Clint Eastwood's last film, American Sniper, was very fast paced, so it was interesting to see that this film wasn't. But this film does have some of the characteristics of American Sniper, where there are a lot of flashback sequences, which I was okay with. However, I think that the whole family aspect of this film, where it's like, you know, the wife at home and she's like, it was needed, but at the same time,
it's dragging on a little bit too much. Yeah,
like we want to see investigating stuff. Like this is not the type of film where it's like, what's the wife wondering about? You know what I'm saying? But like
they were focused on that a little too much. But
yeah,
all in all, it was a very accurate interpretation of the events that happened. And
they
did a fantastic job on it, I thought. As good as they could have done.
And it's Tom Hanks. I mean, let's face it. Like Tom Hanks, when is he ever not? That's the thing. Like even some of his films I didn't like, it's one of those things where it's like, this guy gives a good performance consistently, and I've yet to see a performance where I was like, no, not good. So my only real negatives with this film has to be the whole like family side of it and rewatchability value. Like I know some films I've said in the past where it's like, yeah, it doesn't have rewatchability value, but it's still a great film. For me, this film, I was kind of expecting it to be a film where there's rewatchability value. But that's not really the case. But that doesn't mean you can't see it, because you should see it. You take away a lot of this film with how it's like the insurance policies that go on with the actual like events of just pretty much anything, and how they
the investigation.
Yeah, it's like human nature versus like robots, and like the process between both, and that interested me. What was your favorite scene in the movie, Kevin? Before I say mine.
Hard to say. I feel like the first showing, of the reenactment of the actual event when they took off, it was about halfway through. I felt like that was very emotional. They did just a fantastic job with the cinematography, all the takes. It was perfect. The tension that they built while the event was going on. I thought that was spot on. About halfway through.
And it's funny you mentioned the cinematography, because this film doesn't really feel like most of Clint Eastwood's films are very like dark in terms of like camera angles and like lighting. It was bright. Like it was surprising, because Clint Eastwood's films are always like very dark, so that was
different
surprising.
Perspective.
It felt in some aspects un-Clint Eastwood like. But my favorite scene was probably towards the end, where there was the actual hearing.
I would
Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks had a couple moments where it's like possible Oscar nomination, probably not, but still. But for me, guys, this is a good film, and I give it a 4 out of 5 star rating. Kevin, what would you give it?
I gave it a 4.9. Just a man doing his job. I feel like he captured exactly the captain's true intentions and everything that he intended to do the entire time.
That's a fair enough rating, Kevin. So guys, if you saw Sully, comment section below, and just please let us know what you guys think. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. And Kevin, thank you very much for
thank you, Chad, for having me on this one. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Once again, another fantastic film.
All right, have a good day, guys.